Well, hello everybody. I'm back again. Well, election night wasn't too good here in Virginia. All them northern uh, people up in there, they had a lot more votes than we did. So I seen where Jay Jones, the one that fantasized about killing his political opponent and his children and wife and police officers, the liberal women voted for him, got him in. So ain't that something? So that's what these liberal people think about you. They want you dead and gone, evidently. But the good thing has come out here. Let me get my notes out here. A state senator out of West Virginia, Chris Rose, has introduced legislation in West Virginia to allow Southwest Virginia to succeed into West Virginia, and he's invited the following counties. I think there's 21 of them altogether. I'll just read a few of them: Augusta, Bath, Bland, Buchanan, Clark, Craig, Dickinson, Frederick, Giles, Grayson, Highland, Lee, Page, Rockingham, Russell, Scott, which is where I'm at, Tazewell, Warner, Wise, and Wythe counties. So, and they say some more, and he's also invited a part of Maryland to join in. So I think it's a good thing. I'm gonna fight real hard to talk to my legislatures, congressmen, and do everything we can to go where we're welcome. You know, as Mr. Rose said, that our part of the country shares more values with their state than we do with the northern part of this state. You know, back before all the internet and all these phones and things, you know, when President Obama first got elected, you know, we raised a lot of tobacco then, and I worked a lot of ground down at night. And I would listen on the tractor radio, these talk shows, and Obama had just won, and they interviewed him out of a station up out of Northern Virginia, and I was listening to it and listened to his interview. And what they basically said was that they asked him why this part of the country where I'm at, you know, didn't vote for him. Basically, he said that Northern Virginia was intellectual, and evidently down here we was dumbasses, or the way I gathered that interview. And basically, they said that Virginia stopped at Norfolk, and we is more in line with West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia, which is probably true. But it's time that you know, Southwest Virginia, for the most part, does not agree with abortion, does not agree with transgenderism, and does not agree with Northern Virginia, period, on a whole host of issues. There's very much that we're in common with in Northern Virginia. I back when Northern was governor, and we was having the second A debates, and we was having a lot of town meetings, and there was a legislature that come down from our part of the country to those meetings, and he was talking about how when they went back up to Richmond, and they was introducing bills to get funding down in here for businesses or whatever, that a lot of the Democrats up in that part of the country would tell them they're sick of hearing about Southwest Virginia. And so I think it's time that we succeeded and become part of West Virginia. I'm wholeheartedly for it, and I hope they get the ball going pretty soon, and I'm going to do everything I can to get out and campaign and do videos here to get the ball rolling. Uh, uh, you know, it's just like New York City. People out of the cities are red. And we let these big cities dictate what we're doing, and we're voting in communists, socialists, radical Muslims. This is not America. Uh, you know, they've already talked about one of Madami's staff come out on X, and after the election the other night in New York, and she said it was a victory, and it was jihad against America. They're openly coming out saying if you don't bend to Islam, Muhammad, you either take a knee or take a bullet, and that's exactly what they said. So we're in a battle, and for us to join the battle that's to come, we need to be in a state that like-minded, and West Virginia has more of our values anyway, our traditional values. Northern Virginia is nothing but the Washington swamp. That's all it is. It's people that work out of Washington and live in Virginia. They're liberal. They're backward thinking. I mean, they've got no common sense. It takes a little common sense. You can be educated fool, you know what I mean? You can have all the book smarts and the college and the whatever. You ain't got enough common sense. You know, you go nowhere. So hopefully we can succeed and it will work. And but anyway, that's just my ramblings and thought today. People, keep in prayer. Pray for this country. Pray for President Trump. And we do have a battle coming. It's good versus evil. And like I've been saying for a long time, these radical Muslims, they're going to try to take this country by force. And hopefully there's enough of us to stand to fight it off. But God bless you. And good Lord's will, and I'll see you next time. God bless you.